3 years ago, I missed an opportunity, a decision I've regretted ever since. You see, Pete had invited me to join the River Kings on their new river trip. I declined for practical reasons like work, family, and inexperience. Looking back on my decision, I had failed to grab an opportunity, letting things get in the way of experiencing life. I had forgotten a quote I once read that said, "The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste, to experience with the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience." So I made a promise to myself, should the offer come again, I would take it. And so when Pete called with a last-minute crazy trip idea to drive halfway across the country, well, without hesitation, I was in.
Oh, it's crew, support crew. What I'm talking about, the crew. I like that. Thank you, sir.
And just like that, we were off on an adventure.
15 hours, 41 minutes. 1,027 miles to go.
That's a lot of miles.
I believe this trip was even more special for me. You see, I've never traveled off the East Coast. I've been up and down the eastern United States many times, but never ventured far west. And so I was like a child experiencing for the first time how big the world is. And for me, that was half the adventure. And after 25 hours in 8 states, we were there, seeing for the first time the river that would be our home for the next week.
Alright, keep pushing off. We are getting a little late start. It is actually 6:15 and we are shooting for 15 or 10 miles today. I don't know about that. 6:15 Central Time. Because we're on the Namekagon, right?
Yep.
Namekagon, going into the St Croix. 145 miles?
145.
145 miles. And we'll get to the bottom as soon as we can get to the bottom. I think it's going to take us, what do you think, 5 days? Is that what you were saying?
5 days.
5 days. So we're ready. Everybody's a little hot and sweaty from a late minute shuttle. We're running a little bit late. Cost us a little bit of time. Some of us a little more perturbed than others. So anyway. Mile zero, Brian. You think it's worth 1,200 miles so
We couldn't have picked a more perfect sunset to set off into. We paddled into the setting sun, laughing and enjoying scenes right out of a painting. This is it. We were here. Namekagon River. A river that 2 days ago I didn't even know existed. Now here we were, paddling along. We wouldn't get our 10 miles tonight. That was okay. In that moment, everything was perfect. It was as if we were being welcomed by the river with a sunset made just for us. All our travels have been made worthwhile. Never have I fell in love with a river so quickly. I was instantly in another world, one new to me but with the familiar sounds of the rivers that I know so well. It was hard to believe it was real. The idea that my love for kayaking and some good friends had taken me so far from home. And yet here we were, 1,200 miles from home, doing what some may never venture so far away to experience. The reality is that life will give us the chances, if only we're willing to take them. It was at this moment that I remember taking time to sincerely thank Pete for the chance to join them on this adventure. It had meant more to me than he'll probably ever know. My first night on the Namekagon would be remembered by me forever. And after 2 days and little sleep, her banks were calling us for a good night's sleep.